Good morning, Ambassador. We live in a particularly complicated time. Besides the critical situations highlighted by the media every day, what do you think are other serious emergencies that are now underestimated?
Good morning, Pietro. Well, thank you very much for the invitation for this interview. Well, I happen to have a different opinion about the future of the world order. It's a very much optimistic view than is stated in your question. For example, I think that the greatest danger for the future world order is the lack of dialogue between different nations. You can find, for example, an example of how this is possible when you examine the relations between China and the countries in Southeast Asia. As we know, Southeast Asia has been successful in consolidating a group called ASEAN. And recently, they have been able to have a compromise and agreement with China and also with two of the largest economies in the Asia Pacific, Japan and Korea, to form the RCEP, the Regional Grouping for Economic Cooperation, which is the largest group in terms of population. And they have been able to succeed in overcoming the ethnic and religious difference among themselves. So I'm optimistic about the future world order.
As for the so-called Global South and the West, should we expect a future of divergence and tension, or is a wise synergy possible? And how to ensure a peaceful coexistence?
About giving advice about how it would be possible to avoid any conflict between any part of the world, no, I cannot do that. I'm still optimistic that there will be a new world order that in the first place there will be a revival or return of the emergency of China and India as world's superpower as it was 200 years ago. Secondly, according, for example, to what we have been able to achieve here in South America, I think it's very important to stress that in the south of Brazil, we have very good relations with Argentina and Uruguay, for example, which are countries that are bordering countries in the south of Brazil. The last war we had was 150 years ago. So through actions of the civil society, by sharing hospital care, for example, and the infrastructure, and by keeping peaceful relations between the armed forces, we have been able to achieve a cooperation that could be an example for other countries in the whatever you call the global south, and that could be a good example. So I remain optimistic.